Calc BC, we are back for some more derivatives of inverse trig functions. However, we only have 2 examples today. Look at that. And honestly, they're not even that challenging. It's just a little more review from yesterday. That's it. So let's get started. Let f be a differentiable function. F of x equals 4 cosine 2x, and g is the inverse function of f. Given that f of pi over 4 equals 0, what is the value of g prime of 0? Okay, well, remember what we talked about yesterday. When we have a function and its inverse, there is a relationship between their slopes. And that relationship is that the slopes are reciprocals. So even if we don't have a function for g, like we don't have the equation of it, we can use the equation of f, find the slope at the appropriate point, and then just take the reciprocal of it. All right, so let's go ahead. We already have that f of pi over 4 is 0. So what that tells us is that pi over 4, 0 is a point on f, which also tells us that 0 pi over 4 is a point on g, right? Which is good because we want to find g prime of 0. So instead of finding g prime of 0 originally, instead we're going to find f prime of pi over 4. Right? Because if pi over 4 0 is on f, then 0 pi over 4 must be on g. So let's find our inverse. Or excuse me, let's find our reciprocal, I should say. We have 4 cosine 2x. So chain rule, start with the cosine. So negative 4 sine 2x when we take the derivative. Multiplied by, don't forget the derivative of the inside, derivative of 2x is just 2. All right, so now I am plugging in a pi over 4 for x. That's because pi over 4, 0 is on f. 2 times pi over 4 is pi over 2. Oh, I don't know why I just didn't do this one. All right, anyways, so I have negative 8 sine pi over 2. The sine of pi over 2 is 1. So negative 8 times 1 is negative 8. This is the slope on f, which means the slope on g, or g prime of 0, would be the reciprocal of this, which is just negative 1/8. That's it. All right, last one. Find an equation for the tangent line, or for the line tangent to the graph, y equals inverse cotangent x at negative 1 pi over 4. Easy peasy. We already got the point. We just need to find our slope. And that is the derivative. Remember, cotangent is just like inverse tangent, but with a negative. So 1 plus x squared, and it's just x squared. There's nothing extra here. If you want to put a times 1 because of the derivative of x, you can, but you certainly don't need to. And then we're going to take y prime of 1, or excuse me, negative 1. So I'm just going to plug a negative 1 in. That gives me negative 1 over 2, which is a negative 1/2. That's my slope. And now I'm just writing the equation of my tangent. Y minus pi over 4 equals my slope is negative 1/2, x plus 1. Tangent. And look at that, under 5 minutes, first time ever. Hope you enjoyed these wonderful notes. Have a good one.